Hello, everybody, and greetings in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. I do pray that all of you are blessed. Happy Mother's Day. And make sure to FOMO into the like button, y'all. Let's get this stream up to 3,000 likes. If we can do that by the end of the stream. As usual, I will be giving away 0.1 BTC, which is worth a little bit less today than it was yesterday. We will be live. Shalom, Crypt Bro. We will be live in 2 minutes. Got some cool stuff to talk about, y'all. Yeah, guys, share the stream, like the stream. I do want to give away that 0.1 BTC. It's a tough task these days. Shalom, everybody. Shout out to David Proser. I'm doing pretty well. Alfredo Corona, he needs the 0.1. Well, bro, go share the stream on all your social media platforms. Hey, I don't have social media, so, you know, dislike at the end of the stream when I don't give away 0.1 BTC. That's fine. Shout out to Rache Johannes. Good afternoon to you in Jesus' name. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, y'all. Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov. Monte Crypto, my deadlift PR is 585. Not very much. Well, for some people it is. It's all relative, right? It's all relative. All right, we'll start with ETH. Roy04. We'll start with ETH for your sake, bro. Alfredo, if I do a face reveal, he'll get he'll get me tattooed on himself. All right, guys, let's hop into here. Okay, this is the BTC USD pair for Bybit. Let's go into the Ethereum pair. Now, guys, first of all, I would like to point out that over the weekend, especially on Saturday, I do not trade. I try not to even look at the Bitcoin charts at all. But I have to say, I had some sell orders, some tall sell orders set in Bybit that did not get triggered. I had a sell order at like 59.9, I think. I don't know. It didn't get triggered. Anyway, these are my longs that I'm still in. I'm still in an Ethereum long, which is up 127%, which is pretty sweet. This is Pokemon the Red version, in case you can't tell. On overclock speed. These are my trades. So it's interesting. Even though we had these massive dumps, I still am doing very well. I was able to have some take profit orders triggered. Unfortunately, my short orders did not get triggered. That's okay. So let me turn on our levels here. Now, these are the targets that we've been shooting for Ethereum for quite some time. If you've been following the channel, you know that this trend line right here was a trend line that I had been following. We were using it as our support for quite some time. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounces off it. Then we fell below it. We found a support perfectly on this fib extension level. We broke above that, broke above the trend line, and we get a rejection perfectly off this fib extension level. Now, guys, it is a little bit sad here, and I have to point this out. It's a little bit sad. Now, first of all, it's good to see that my Fibonacci extension levels are pretty much respected just based on the fib pulse that I've been doing, for the past few weeks. But unfortunately, if we zoom in here, we can see what happened. I did not hit the target. I did not hit the target of 3,992 and 95 cents. We only got up to 3,987. So $5, $6 away from my final target for that Ethereum trade was not hit. So that was a little bit sad, guys, a little bit sad. But here is the good news as far as Ethereum goes. It looks like we found some pretty good support on this trend line right here. And it looks like we are going to come up a little bit more. This is the 1 hour time frame, and you can see that we are starting to form a bottom here on the 1 hour time frame. And usually when we do form that bottom on the 1 hour time frame, we get a move to the upside, right? Every time we come below that zero line and print the green dot, what happens? Zoop, move to the upside, come below, print the green dot, zoop, move to the upside, green dot, zoop. You guys like that? Zoop, a move to the upside. Even right down here, we print this green dot, zoop, a move to the upside. So the fact that we're starting to bottom out on the 1 hour and the fact that we're starting to find a support right here on the trend line, look at this. Not only did we come up above the trend line, but we do have the retest where we wicked all the way down and we're unable so far to come below that and close the candle below that. So to me, that's a good sign for continuing upward with Ethereum to touch this final target that I have here. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a weekend. This is a weekend, and so typically there's much lower volume on a weekend, and it is a little unfortunate, you know, when we see if we can get a little bit, yeah. So right now, it seems that we are currently for the past since yesterday, trading here. Most of the trading volume has happened above where we currently are right now. So because it's a weekend and there is less volume, it can make things a little bit shakier. But as far as Ethereum goes, if we go to the 4 hour, we still see that we are currently printing the red trigger wave on the 4 hour, and the VWAP is still pointing down. So what I'm going to be doing is really I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the 1 hour, and I'm going to be watching to see, are we starting to gain that upward momentum on these lower time frames? Okay, are we, because we got it on the 30-minute, and now what I'm waiting to see is, are we going to get it on the 1 hour? Because if we do and we're able to print a bottom on the 1 hour, that's usually a good sign that pretty soon we're going to start to see the bottom on the 2 hour, and we're already seeing this is kind of starting to come up. And once we get the bottom on the 2 hour, then it's, you know, usually only a matter of time before we get it on the 3 hour and the 4 hour, and that's when we get a significant move to the upside. If we go to the 1 day time frame for Ethereum, we can see that we're printing the green dot on the daily time frame, which is usually a sign of continuation when we're in a massive uptrend like this. And I would say, guys, that because we've come up so high and hit this target, I would say that this region down here at 2800 is no longer our immediate support. I would say our immediate support, well, first of all, is up here at 3550, and then down here at 3207. So really, before I was saying how possibly we might come down and test this trend line and this fib level before we get a move to the upside, which could still happen. But I obviously, now that we're getting some upward momentum here, I don't necessarily think that is going to happen. You know, we might come down and test the 3568 level or even the 3207 level. And Ethereum has been one of those coins, guys, that does not play by the rules. It does not play by the rules. Every time, you know, not every time, but most times when I've tried to short Ethereum down from one of these fib levels, we don't get to the level below us, right? We do not get to the level below us. So right now, I'm looking to hit this target of the 39. Well, let me zoom in here so we can clearly see it. The 3992 level, and you know, we were super close to that. That is a big take profit level for me. And if you guys are trading Ethereum, well, first of all, if you are trading Ethereum on Bybit or any exchange, MARGEX or Femex or any exchange, even Binance, what I would do, and the way I'm doing this, guys, is I've pretty much just been longing Ethereum. You know, like, it's up 124%. I've been taking profits along the way, taking profits at these fib levels. At these fib levels is where I take profits, and I have intermediary take profit levels set to. Whoops, Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so if we come up and we confirm above the 3992 level, the next take profit level is all the way up at 45.23. And it's obviously not that crazy. Ethereum is just going nuts right now. And how do we obtain these levels? How do we obtain these levels? Well, what I do is I take out my Fibonacci trend-based fib extension tool, and I will take it from a swing low to a swing high, and then back down to a swing low. And basically what we're doing is we're using the uptrend, because price never goes straight up like this. In an uptrend, it will go up and then it will retrace, and then up and then retrace. And what we can do is we can use 3 points, this point, and this point, to extend where price is going to hit in the future. So if we have 3 points in an uptrend, and you can pull it from multiple points to get multiple targets, but if we have three points in an uptrend, then we can kind of extrapolate based on Fibonacci levels where these next targets are going to be. And we can see that as I pull this fib extension, that these levels are very much so respected. These are percentages of the initial uptrend. So basically, if we have an uptrend and then we retrace a little bit, this is telling us, what percentage of that initial uptrend are we going to hit. And so, these are percentages. 61.8% of the initial uptrend, we hit that. Then we hit 78%. We hit that perfectly. Then perfectly we hit 127%, 141%, and 161.8%. Almost perfectly to these targets, and that's how we're going to obtain these targets. And if you guys want to learn more about this and how you can really use Fibonacci to enter trades and set targets, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This is my course where I go through everything you need to know to become a confident, profitable trader. You can read some testimonials here. We go through technical analysis in depth, even if you've never traded before. And these are important skills to have because they extend beyond the crypto markets, guys. I'm going to get into that later. You can take these skills and apply them to any market. The bull market is going to be over, and we're going to enter a crypto winter. And when we do that, why not take the skills you have into other markets? Why not take it into Forex? Why not take it into stocks? Using Market Cipher and using technical analysis is universal. You can trade any market with this stuff. And in this course, you'll learn how to create your own trading strategy that you can backtest and gain confidence in. It's pretty cool. So yeah, for right now, Ethereum, I'm long in it. I'm still long. If you're not long on Ethereum, congratulations to everybody who did buy this, dip when we come down to test the trend line. But really, what I would wait to do is, if I wasn't long, is one, because it's kind of hard to see, Ethereum doesn't get deep retracements lately. But I would really keep my eyes to see what's happening. If we're able to maintain this trend line, maintain above this trend line right here, and if we start to print a bottom on the 1 hour, then that to me would signal, all right, we're going to get some more upward movement here. But if we are not able to print the bottom on the 1 hour, and the VWAP comes down more, and this wave comes down more, then it's not a great time to go long. All right, let's talk about the Bitcoin here. The Bitcoin, guys, this trade was a trade that I took in my Discord. I posted it in Discord. When did I post it? Let me see. Bitcoin trade setups. Potential Bitcoin trade setups. I posted it, right back here on May the 6th. May the 6th. And this was the entry right here, y'all, at 55.452 and 50 cents. And the reason I entered long here is because, well, there's a lot of reasons. But anyway, this was the trade, and these were my take profit levels. These were my 3 take profit levels back on May 5th. And here we are 4 days later, and as we can see, we have perfectly hit all these targets. And look at how these targets have also acted as support and resistance, right? We come up, we wick off of here perfectly. We find a nice support, right here again, support right here again. This acts as resistance, then it acts as support, then this acts as resistance. And what is happening with Bitcoin right now, guys? Well, you know, as many of you know, I am currently, this long trade right here is an area where I added to my position of another long that I was in from all the way down here, okay, around the 54 level. When we came down here and got this bounce, I entered long here, and then when we got this dip, I added to my position. So these are really two trades in one. If we go here to my Bitcoin and zoom out, go to the daily time frame, we can see this other trade that I am in from this lower level of 54 something around there. So what I'm kind of hoping for, guys, is, you know, I'm still holding on to this as a swing trade. I am kind of still hoping that we will be able to hold reclaim this $59,000 level as our support, and then if we are able to do that, move up to the upside. Now, a lot of people have been saying, you know, there's been market manipulation going on. People are not letting the Bitcoin price go up higher. But I want to point something out, and that is the fact that Market Cipher is a very good tool to tell us what is going to happen in the long term, in the macro. In the macro, if any of you guys are into bodybuilding, you know all about macros, okay? You know all about macros. You know how to count them. You know how to use MyFitnessPal. You know how to get, you know, at least 1 gram of protein per body weight pound if you're American. Even though science really shows you can't absorb more than 0.8 grams per pound, and that's even, you know, that's even rare. But anyway, besides the point, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It just worked out. That's why I'm talking about this, guys. I'm still all pumped up. So, when we look at Market Cipher at this area of resistance, what can we see? We can see that we tap it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. We tap this exact target line. Okay? What is happening to Market Cipher on the 1 hour? Shout out to Creepy Joe. Creepy Joe in the chat, admitting his ethnicity. Yeah. I hear rumors about that too, Creepy Joe. So, yep, 100x creatine. Cam knows what's up. Yep, I leveraged my creatine 100x. You know, creatine monohydrate. So look at Market Cipher as we're testing the resistance, okay? Even as we are printing higher highs, okay, above this resistance and wicking down, what is happening to Market Cipher? Well, Market Cipher is coming down on the 1 hour. Market Cipher was telling us we're not going to be able to come above this resistance. So to long up here, you know, I was saying previously, like, 59,000 is a place where I would look to long. It is definitely a place where I would look to long if we were able to come up, reclaim it as our support, and then off to the horse races. But here's the thing. We were unable, shout out to Andy S., to come up. Yeah, YouTube channel is right. We were unable to claim this as our support, and we could see the bearish divergences forming on the 1 hour time frame. If we go to the 4 hour time frame, what do we see? What do we see as we're coming up to this resistance? We're starting to curve over. We're starting to print that red dot. It's easy to get sucked in to looking at lower time frames. And don't get me wrong, there were amazing shorts to take here yesterday, which I did not take because I was not trading on the Sabbath day. However, we can see, like, if Market Cipher B on the 4 hour looks like this, and we're tapping a resistance, it is not a time to go long, guys. It is not a time to go long. And I know people are talking about there's a lot of reasons to why, you know, we were unable to come above here and why we wicked up. Shout out to Cam in the chat talking about the Wyckoff what's the word? Not distribution. Wyckoff, you guys know what I'm talking about. But all those things aside, you know, we can kind of see with Market Cipher that even as we're printing this blue candlestick that's coming up above the resistance, we don't have the momentum to carry that on. Yes, the Wyckoff method. Thank you, Andy S. the Wyckoff method. We don't have the momentum to carry that on. So if people are pushing the price upward to trick people and create a bull trap, look at Market Cipher. What is it telling us? Do not fool yourselves into thinking. And I fall prey of this too all the time. It's so easy when we're coming above a resistance for me to say, well, we're coming above the resistance, I'm going to long. I do that all the time. I do it because, trading is an emotional thing. As much as we try and remove our emotions from it as much as possible, it's still an emotional thing. But look at the Market Cipher. It's telling you what's going to happen here. And guys, if you don't have Market Cipher and you want it, you can click the link in the description of this video, and you can get a 5% discount. Shout out to CryptoFace for creating the thing. And, CryptoFace, pretty cool guy. Obviously a very good trader. And so right now, as far as the Bitcoin goes, I am also just kind of playing this on a level-to-level basis. But to be honest with you guys, I have a lot of things going on today. I'm probably not going to be able to trade too much. But, just keep an eye on these levels. And if you're in the Discord, the levels are here. And if you're not in the Discord, well, you could just screenshot these levels. But we could see that they're respected, right? They're respected. We can see that these levels are respected as intermediary support and resistance levels on the 4-hour time frame. And then if I go to my larger term Bitcoin trade, these are the big levels that I'm looking at. And if we are able to come up above the $59,000 level with momentum, and like what I'm talking about momentum, guys, like if on the 4-hour time frame we are printing that green dot as we're coming up to this level, that's what I mean, right? That's what I mean by momentum. Like we have fresh green trigger waves, fresh watermelons from the garden. My watermelon plants are getting quite nice. It is Mother's Day, which means we can start planting things in the garden now. The Shire Crier says long the retest. Yeah, long the retest. That's a good thing to do too. If you have Market Cipher and a retest, it's a great place to long. But if objectively, a good entry is where you're able to set a long position where you are above the support and you can put the stop loss below the support, and just make sure we have the momentum to push us in that direction. And make sure also that your stop loss is below the last swing low, give or take, maybe even a little bit more playing room to account for people trying to move the price to hunt stop losses, a stop hunt. But yeah, so right now this is my Bitcoin swing trade that I have going on long term. I've already taken a lot of profit out of here, like a lot, because we came up and I took profit on the way up here. We came back down. I added more to my long. I took profit along the way up, coming back down. But if we come down to this level, this $54,000 level here, I will be looking to close out my position because there's no reason to stay in the trade if we lose this support. If we take a look at the Ripple machine, guys, this was my Ripple trade here. I actually closed out of. Did I close? Yeah, somehow I got closed out of this Ripple trade. I think I put a stop loss. I think I put a stop loss in profit and got closed out because on my Bybit account that trade is closed. Okay, and over here, Pokemon the red version is in high speed right here, very high speed, and my Ripple trade got closed, which is kind of a bummer. Shout out to Super Googly with the super chat. Shout out to you, my brother. Doge swing trade ideas. Funny story about Doge, guys. I got into Doge for the first time on Friday. Purely because all my friends who are not into crypto at all said, dude, I just got into Doge, man. I put like a $2,000 in there. I made like $1,000. And all my friends talk like that, They talk like that, dude, man, I just bought Dogecoin, dude. So, I try and speak to them very properly because I don't want them to keep talking like that. So I got it, and of course it dumps. I told my friends, I'm getting Doge, so please get out while you're ahead because it's going to dump. But, I wasn't paying attention to the Saturday Night Live thing, right? I don't know. Dogecoin, can we look at it? I'll look at it, okay? Doge USDT. Well, I mean, super googly, I have to be honest with you, man. I have not ever taken Dogecoin seriously enough to consider entering a swing trade. But one thing I would tell you is, just based on historical pumps here, yeah. Oliver, I'm gonna discuss Forex. I'm gonna discuss Forex because that's the title of the stream. Based on previous pumps here, whenever we get the green dot in the daily, we pump. So perhaps, wait for the green dot in the daily. Obviously we have this massive bearish divergence that is currently playing out, and we're getting a bounce. But I'm sorry, Super Googly, this is not a trend line. Well, all right, let's do that. Let's actually do that real quick. Let's assume that this is an actual bounce. Okay. If this is an actual bounce, we'll take our fib from the swing low to the swing high and see that, well, we didn't really bounce off any significant level here. If we take it from this swing low here, where we first start to get impulsive, we don't really get any kind of reaction off of there either. I mean, honestly, here's the thing. In Fibonacci retracement, I would like to see, if we lose the 382, then I'm looking for us to come down to the 618. If we lose the 618, that's a pretty good sign that the uptrend is over. Because Doge is a meme coin, guys, and it's being artificially pumped by like hype and all this, I'm not really into it, to my own detriment, because I obviously missed out on some massive gains here. However, I'm going to start to pay more attention to it. I am. Let's see how much I missed out on. I missed out on, just 1,628%. Nothing too big, guys. Nothing too big. But Devin Mays, do I have a percent of the profits I take? Yeah. So here's the thing. If I'm in a trade that I want to be a swing trade, usually what I do is my first take profit, I will take out 20 to 50%. If it's an altcoin trade, I will usually take out 50% at the first take profit and let the rest ride. If it's a Bitcoin or an Ethereum trade, I will take maybe just enough so that my initial stop loss will be break even. And then on the way up, I will take out maybe like another 15, 25% here and there. And usually by the time I get to the top, I'm letting the rest ride. But a lot of times what I like to do, and I do go over this in the course, guys, how to manage open trades, using Market Cipher. If you're in a swing trade, like how you can compound that on the way up, I like to add to my open positions. Like this trade right here, I entered down here, we came up, took some profit. When we came back down here, I added a whole bunch to my trade, took profits on the way up. You take the profit you take out and put it back in and ride it up. It really depends on my risk management. My main goal is to make sure that I'm never losing money. That's my main goal. I want to make sure it will never be a losing trade. It depends on how confident I am in it as well. Like sometimes, like for Bitcoin, I'm less confident that we're going to hit a certain target, so I might take more profit out. And the first goal is don't lose money. The second goal is make sure you're making something. That's kind of how I do it. Don't drink and trade. That's a good idea. Alfredo, can I look up BNB? Am I still bullish on BZRX? Yeah, I am. Robert Roy, I am. I'm not doing anything Theta at the moment. Count Zeppelin. Click the link in the description of the video. You can get a 5% discount on Ethereum, on Market Cipher. My target for Bitcoin, well, my first target obviously is again to the $59,000 level. If we can surpass that, 61.1. If we can surpass that, 63.5. If we can surpass that, an all-time high. Let me quickly go to BNB. BNB, and let's take a look here at the BNB. So this is my open BNB trade right now. We just hit take profit 2. This is a trade that I posted in the Discord, and if you guys want to get into this Discord, you can become a Patreon. When did I post this BNB trade? Oh, quite some time ago. quite some time ago. Right here on April 28th, I posted this this trade before we broke out of this thing here, because of what I was seeing on the charts, and we have officially hit take profit 2. And my take profit 3 level is $738. My take profit 4 is $826. And then we just keep riding it up. I think BNB has a lot of potential here. But clearly right now on the 2-day time frame, guys, we are in a period of consolidation. We have this bearish divergence that formed on the charts. So, you know, I think if we go to the 1-day, we can see that the consolidation is starting to end. Let's go to the 4-hour. So the 4-hour things are getting a little bit overextended, but it looks like we still have a lot of upward momentum to go because the wave is so thick. But I wouldn't be surprised if we, you know, consolidate here for a while before getting some more movement to the upside. I really like to look at these higher time frames, the 3-day, the 2-day, the 1-day for these kind of coins, because I hold these trades for a long time. And so these are my targets. These are the fib extension levels that I have my eyes set on for that. Alright guys, I want to take a look at Forex because I said I would, and here's the thing. You know, when we're learning technical analysis, when we're using Market Cipher, when we're trading, I used to be extremely into Forex. Whoa, BNB is 666. Time to get out. Time to get out. Alright? I don't mess with the mark, y'all. I don't mess with the mark. The bull market's going to end. And you know, I'm not saying that it's time to stop trading crypto. The bear market's going to be fun to short all those things on the way down, right? Just do the opposite of what we do in the bull market during the bear market. But when things are trading sideways and there's less opportunity, Monique says 666 is not the mark. LOL. What is the mark, Monique? What is the mark? 3 Greek characters has caused much discussion over the past 2,000 years. I would love to know what the mark actually is. Let me know. Okay, so you know, right now I'm not trading Forex. But if we just go to, you know, the Euro USD, oh, this is not what I want here. Go to Forex, go to Euro USD. I just want to point out how simple Forex trading with Market Cipher is. Right now, I have 100 EMA on the daily time frame. Now, if you have Market Cipher and you have Forex, you can trade easily on the 1-day time frame, the daily time frame, meaning you only have to check the chart once a day. Once a day. I have found through my Forex trading experience that using the daily time frame, checking it once a day is the best way to trade Forex. It's so chill. It's so much chiller than trading Bitcoin. It's so much chiller. Just a 1-day time frame. And what you're going to do is you're going to, in fact, let me see. Let me put on Market Cipher DBSI. And just to see something interesting here on Market Cipher DBSI. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like Market Cipher DBSI better than the 100 EMA. What you're going to do is you're going to find something that you can use as a baseline. Right now I have Market Cipher DBSI. And what you're going to do is, if we are above DBSI, you are going to long, and if we are below DBSI, you are going to short. And you are only going to do so if Market Cipher is giving you a money flow crossover on the daily time frame. And if we do this, well, let's turn off DBSI first. Let's just go by the money flow crossover. Now remember, this is the daily time frame, guys. So all the volatility we're seeing is happening very, very, very slowly here. Very, very, very slowly. And so, you know, this is super chill. What we want to look for is money flow crossovers. I'm going to go ahead and put a vertical line at every single money flow crossover that we get. Okay, every single one. Just the ones that we've gotten in the past, you know, few years, right? This is all the way back to 2018. So we're back testing it pretty far. Get the money flow right here. Got the money flow right here. Got the money flow right here. Got the money flow right here. Now keep in mind, the volatility we're seeing here for Forex, for the Forex markets, this is volatility that you're only going to really be looking at the candles once a day. What you're going to do is, to start, every time we get a money flow crossover, you're going to enter either long or short depending on which way the money flow is crossing over. So back here, we get the money flow crossing from the red into the blue. And what happens? Well, we can enter long right here, and we can get a nice 13% gain over the course of 248 days. Now, keep in mind, the Forex markets are so much more chill, and the Euro USD is the chillest pair of them all. But, I mean, you could just hold this long for super long, okay? Hold the long for super long, and you're just chilling here, just based on the money flow crossover, and then you exit the trade when money flow crosses back from the blue into the purple. So really, you made 9%, which in Forex is a lot, right? And if you're using leverage, which you kind of have to in Forex to make anything significant, then this is a nice, easy, chill trade where every day, right before the market closes, 24/6, right? Or I guess not 24/6, but the Forex markets open on Sunday, and then they close on a Friday. You're just chilling out, and you have a very clear exit and entry, just the money flow crossover. How chill and easy is this just to make, passive percentage, based on just the money flow. And then right when you close your trade, you enter a short position. And where do we cross over? Right here. We cross over right here. And over the course of a few days, you can make 0.78%. Now, would this trade have been a winning trade? Probably not. So, okay, we just made a huge win. Then we get a small loss. Now we come over here, get the money flow crossing from the red into the blue. And let's see, what do we get? Well, what do you know? In just 61 days, 2 months, another 5%. Okay, we could keep this open until just using the money flow on Market Cipher alone, we keep it open until the money flow crosses back over. That's 4.19% just using only Market Cipher. And then we would enter a short position right when the money flow crosses back over. And we would keep the trade open until the money flow crosses into the blue. We had the potential to make here 8%. But the first time that the money flow crosses into the blue is actually right here, so we would be making 5%. I guess I forgot to mark the money flow crossover here. We'd be making 5% right there. And keep in mind, guys, this is watching the chart once per day, 6 days a week. Very chill, all right? You're not going to be making the huge gains that you're going to be making on crypto. But it's like passive income where you don't have to put a lot into it here. Shout out to Brian Roberts, who says Doge is literally going to be one of the first considered as currency. Could be. It could be. It really could be. YouTube channel, does Forex have leverage? Where do you trade Forex? Okay, you can trade Forex. There's a lot of different brokers. There's Onada. There's Forex.com. If you actually go into TradingView and open up the brokers tab, where is that? The order panel here. You can connect to a broker. You can go to Forex.com. You can go to Onada.com. Even if you just come up here and start looking at the pairs, it will tell you Forex from Wanda, Forex from Forex.com, Forex from Saxo, from FXCM. There's different brokers you can use, and basically instead of using like Bybit, you're going to be using these brokers. And yes, you can use leverage, everything on Forex. The reason I started trading cryptocurrency on Bybit is because it's very similar to Forex, where everything's on margin. You can long and short, even pairs you don't have. Like you can trade the Great Britain pound versus the yen, even if you don't have pounds or yen. It's just everything's on margin. You're putting your currency up as collateral. Yeah, so right here, this would have been a losing trade. When money flow crosses from purple into blue, this would have been a losing trade for you right here. And this is one of the reasons why it's important to have a baseline such as the Market Cipher DBSI, where if we're under the line, we are going to only take shorts. And if we're above the line, we are going to only take longs. So what you have to do for this is you need to play around and backtest a baseline that works, that is very reliable. Right here, this would have been a great short to take because we're under the line, money flow crosses into the blue, and right here, this would have been a great long to take because we come above the line and the money flow crosses over into the blue. So if you go strictly by your rules of saying I'm only going to long if we're above the line and money flow is in the blue, and I'm only going to short if we're below the line and money flow is in the purple, honestly, guys, this is a very profitable way to trade using Market Cipher. And when I used to trade Forex, I did not use Market Cipher. I used other indicators. I spent hours, literally hours of time a day looking at online forums, trying to find indicators that worked, not finding them. But if I had had Market Cipher, it would have made everything very, very interesting. So Doman Mert says DBSI is just 200 MA. Yeah, okay. I was unaware of that, so that's good to know. So find a line that you can trust and backtest for each pair, and then just use Market Cipher. It's really an awesome tool, the Market Cipher, because it's showing you the direction. You could do this for other Forex pairs as well. Let me come back and take a look at the Bitcoin here and see if I can see anything interesting happening. Nope. Not really. Oliver Blokihus wants to know how much leverage would I use for these. You have to use a good risk management strategy. And again, guys, I do go into that in the course, how you can use a smart strategy to ensure that you're preventing losses while keeping the losses small and the wins big. But yes. And guys, I do apologize, but I have to shout out to Katia Olivan, who is done with Doge. Yeah, I mean, Doge, what a weird thing. Guys, I have to cut the stream. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do on this beautiful Mother's Day. Make sure to like the video, because remember, the Jason Casper like button is spiking to new highs as Bitcoin bulls aim to recapture 57K. You definitely don't want to miss out on liking this video. And yeah, appreciate all you guys for being here. Pray that the Lord blesses all of you in the name of Yeshua, the name of Jesus. And may you receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel. Shout out to Monique Costa. You're funny. In English, that means, may the Lord bless and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and may he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace in the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Shout out to Katia Olivan. Yep, shouting you out. And not only will I shout you out, but I'll zoom in on your comment right here. Yeah, highlight it and everything. Shout out to Ross. Thanks for being here. Happy Mother's Day to you, Creepy Joe. I know you love mothers and daughters. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you being here. I will see y'all in the next video.